Hello everyone, so Sky here with another episode of Cooking with Sky. Let's get to it. Hi. I just realized that this camera's not quite good enough. So, before we start our main cooking endeavors, we're going to try to compensate for our mess the other night. I didn't stream this the other night, but I parboiled 2 sweet potatoes and I kind of overboiled them. So I'm making sweet potato tots. And hopefully they work. You can kind of see them already on the other thing there. So I kind of have to do this by hand. That's kind of a fat one there. So they're very squishy. Yeah, that's gonna be a thick one. I'm actually gonna move this over here. This might mess with the frames, but that looks better. It's also me. Yeah. That way I'm talking to the camera. Can't see chat this way though. Actually, I can still see chat if we just do... Because that will still record. Yeah, that's still streaming. Just pull up our Twitch dashboard on here real quick. That way I'll have chat right here. Of course, doesn't flip on the side, but it's good enough. Anyway, so we're making sweet potato tots. Let me go ahead and get the oven started. Keep making these too thick. Bake 450. Alright. So I kind of use the spoon just to kind of get it sort of meshed together so I don't get my fingers too messy. That's still gonna happen. This music's kind of upbeat. Okay, there's another one. I did season these with salt, pepper, a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of smoked paprika, a little bit of curry powder. I didn't put any turmeric on this, probably should have. See, the potato starts getting kind of sticky against my fingers. I need a pair of cooking gloves. I bet that would help with a lot of things. Still too big of a one. I feel like music's kind of loud. Should be alright though. Might just be loud for me. So yeah, we're going to be making Ancho Black Bean Bowls from Every Plates. My sister signed up for Every Plates, one of those delivery meal things, programs, where they deliver you like a bunch of ingredients and you can cook the recipe. Sad thing is they don't have any vegan options, so I had to I selected the vegetarian options, and I'm just not going to use the dairy products that they say to use or send. So they send like for this one, I think the only thing is sour cream. So I'm just not going to use the sour cream. Should still be fine without it. Wish I still had my cilantro avocado crema that I made a few weeks ago. It's been about a month now, I guess. Time is flying by. That's from its consistency. Another thing is these are still kind of wet, and I think you're supposed to dry them. I also think I grated some of this a little too large. For the most of it, I did grate with my smaller cheese grater. That's a pretty good one right there. I don't know if you can see that. Looks pretty good. It's gonna be probably a long cooking stream because I don't have the other ingredients ready yet. I just figured out if I was going to do the sweet potatoes, I would do that first. And since I already had the sweet potatoes parboiled, I should use them. Yeah, falling apart. It's falling apart. This is harder than it looks. I think I'm gonna wash my hands, make it a little less sticky. Loud noises. Probably not too loud. Oh, I'm not wearing my apron. Let me put my apron on. Hey there, Doc. Dr. Jexter. Am I reading that right? How are you doing tonight? You ready for some treats here? We're currently making sweet potato fries. Alright. Currently making sweet potato fries, but I'm going to be making Ancho Black Bean Bowls that that I got from one of those delivery programs called Every Plate. So yeah, the sweet potato tots. Did I say fries? I meant tots. I don't know if I said fries or tots, but I overboiled the sweet potatoes the other night when I tried making these. And I parboiled two sweet potatoes, and I only used one the other night because it wasn't really working very well. So tonight I'm using the rest of the other one. And hopefully this will do a little bit better than the ones I made the other night. I kind of had them smaller, graded smaller to some extent. Yeah, they're pretty mushy. They're also still wet, so they're hard. They're not really sticking together. I probably should have like dried them out. But when I made them the other night and they actually cooked in the oven, they turned out all right. I could have cooked them longer, but right now I have my oven preheated to 450, so hopefully they'll be ready by the time I'm done with this. Making some of these a little too large, I think. As you can see there. Probably want something a little bit smaller. Smaller than my thumb. Hey, can you tell me if you hear the music alright? Or if it's too loud? Because every time I start streaming, I always change settings by accident. Just as long as it's not overpowering my voice, that's all that matters. Nice, good. Means I found a good level. I think I was set to like 23% on Pretzel Rocks. So yeah. This isn't really working, this one. And I do have these seasoned with salt, pepper, a little bit of chili powder, smoked paprika, and a little bit of curry powder. Yeah. So for the Ancho Black Bean Bowls, like I said, it's one of those every plate meals. They send like all the ingredients and you cook it. My sister signed up with them and she was able to get me like a free starter 3 meals sort of thing. All I had to pay for was delivery. They don't have any vegan options though, so I chose the 3 vegetarian options. And I'm just not going to use like the sour cream or like cheeses that they send with it. The only thing that's not vegan with this recipe is the sour cream, and they only use that as like a topping, so it should work without it. Just don't want to stick. I'm gonna change this music out. That's not my style. Let's see. Chill EDM? Yeah, that's Persian Nirvana. Chill bass. Let's just go with ambient. Usually some good music in that. Yeah, that's much better. Got my kitchen all clean tonight. And now I'm ready to mess it up again. Seems like that's all I do. Is I go to work, I come home, I clean, I cook. I go to work, I come home, I clean, I cook. That's pretty much all I do. Hey there, Weston Wilson. Yep, sweet potato tots, more or less. There you go. See that? Oh, I'm not on. Didn't roll back to the Twitch, or not Twitch, stream elements. If you can kind of see that. I over-boiled the potatoes, sweet potatoes, so they're kind of mushy, so they're very difficult to work with. But it's getting there. How are you doing tonight? Staying happy, staying healthy? It's a bit too big here. Probably should have used flour with this. The recipe that I looked at didn't call for flour, but when I make sweet potato fries, they say like using cornstarch helps. Could have used cornstarch. Cornstarch probably would have been better. It's having trouble staying together. Oven is preheated. I didn't hear it beep, but it looks like it's ready. Alright. I should have done this off stream. This is boring. It's just me doing this with my hands. I need better lighting. It's fun. I love cooking. I didn't really do a whole lot. Like, when I lived with my parents, I would cook occasionally, like, just basic stuff. Like, very basic. But, like, I knew how to cook and stuff. But, when I moved out, I didn't have someone cooking for me very often, or ever, so I ended up cooking a lot of my meals for myself. I did order a lot of pizza when I first moved, so like back in early like March, I ordered a lot of pizza. And, like an embarrassingly amount of pizza. And then started cooking more throughout the spring and summer. Not a whole lot, but a little bit here and there. Did a few cooking streams. You can look back on my channel to find those. I did a subsection of cooking streams called Sandwich Chronicles. Cause, my friends and I in Discord were talking about what's a sandwich and what's not. And there's this chart that had a bunch of different types of sandwiches. And so I was like, I want to make all of those. And so I went to Publix and bought probably like $100 worth of groceries for sandwich making supplies. And I have a picture somewhere on my Discord of, I think it's on my Discord. It's on Discord somewhere. Of just like all this bread. I bought so much bread. Bread is everywhere. So then I made a bunch of sandwiches. Then after that I started doing a little bit more upgrading my kitchen or cooking skills and all that kind of late last year. So I did a the sandwiches were the heroes. Yeah, I did stream the other night starting my vegetable seeds. So this is my first time ever starting seeds inside. I never had a good enough light inside, and I still don't. But I got a grow light and a seed tray, and hopefully they'll actually grow. The other night we started with peppers, so jalapenos, as I say, jalapenos, eggplant, black beauty eggplant, Actually, here I have the seed packets here. I have to be careful. I don't want to knock the seeds out in case seeds come out. So, oops. That's our Black Beauty eggplant. Sweet banana peppers. Bell color mix, bell peppers, different colors. And jalapenos. So yeah, we got those seeds started, just a few in different seed cells. So that's what we did the other night. And then I'll try to do more for the next section of seeds I'll stream all those, and then of course I'll do like little updates here and there. Then when it comes springtime, after April, I'll have things planted in my actual garden outside. Hopefully I'll have that all designed and figured out where I want everything laid out to be, to grow, what's the word, optimally. And then I'll try to do some streams out there. It probably won't be very good streams because that's kind of in the way back of my yard. So it'll probably just be like phone streams, like just quick phone stream update sort of things. Or what I can do is record like a video and then just show a video on stream and just talk about my garden. I don't know. That'd be weird. I'll figure it out. Never done those kind of streams before. Done a few like plant streams like where I talked about plants or just kind of basic information. I did one stream of me potting up my lime tree when I first moved in. And I did another one back in early December, I think, of me doing potting up a bunch of little small plants into a planter. I enjoy plants. Plants are great. So is cooking. Growing food and cooking food are probably my favorite things to do. Kind of get back on the talk about cooking. So kind of back in early November, I did a charity stream and I did a cooking stream for that. And so I did a I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's like bacon chicken. What is it? I don't know. Harvest skillet, something like that. Yeah, thanks. I like that it says music from Pretzel Rocks, because apparently Pretzel Rocks you don't get your music DMC'd or whatever. Anyway, so I did a charity stream and I made chicken bacon harvest skillet, which is like chicken thighs with like chopped up bacon and Brussels sprouts and fennel and stuff like that. I didn't do fennel that time. I made the recipe again for Christmas, for my Christmas Day stream, and that turned out a lot better. But so ever since that cooking stream back in early November, I've been trying to kind of up my skills for cooking, and so I've done a lot of cooking streams since then. I just try to get better and better, try to like learn some new things. I now know how to make rice properly, more or less. Know how to do various other things. Of course, recently I just went vegan recently, and so that kind of brings along its own cooking challenges. Yeah, rice cookers are always good to have. I don't have one. I just do the whole... at first I did the... they say you should do 1 cup rice, 2 cups water, or vice versa, something like that. And when I did that, I did 1 cup rice, 2 cups of water, and I think it's actually should be like more like 1 cup, or I shouldn't say 1 cup, 1 part rice and 1 1/3, or not 1 1, yeah, 1 1/3 part water, or 1 1/4 part water, because I feel like 2 parts water to 1 part rice is a little too much water, so they still get kind of mushy. And the key thing is to not mess with them until it's time. So if you're like constantly like opening up the lid to check on them, all that steam is gonna escape, and they're not gonna. That's how they get mushy. So yeah. Yeah, I ordered a pizza. I just recently went vegan, but back in March of last year, I ordered like a lot of pizzas and stuff, and even later in the year when I discovered Grubhub, I ordered like a lot of sushi and a lot of Chinese takeout, stuff like that. A lot of chicken. I tried doing a little bit more healthier options for that stuff too. Um, there's some pretty good places out there, uh, but I realized how much money I was spending on Grubhub, so I canceled my membership of that because it's a little too excessive, especially when you spend $50 on sushi every week. Maybe not every week, but every month. But yeah. So going vegan is kind of how I said, brings new challenges to cooking, in a good way, in my opinion. 'Cause there's so many recipes out there of like making like normal food, but veganized, if that makes sense. So like one of my first vegan recipes I actually made was tacos. So my sister was having a birthday party and we were having a family gathering and no one else in my family is vegan, so I had to make my own taco meat. So I made jackfruit taco meat and it turned out really good. I had a bunch of leftovers because my family didn't really eat it at all. My sister tried it and she said it was pretty good. Um, they didn't know what it was because it looked like taco meat, and I was explaining it's jackfruit. So, um, then I haven't really done like too much like the like Impossible meats or things like that, Beyond Burgers and all that. Um, Publix had a sale on, I forget the brand name, but some kind of plant-based hot dogs. So it was like 2 packs for $6. 2 packs of 5 hot dogs, so I thought 10 hot dogs for $6, pretty good deal. I'm gonna try my best to stay away from that kind of stuff though. So like I don't mind like making, like I said, like with jackfruit. Yeah, barbecue sandwiches. Yeah, that's another one I want to try. I bought Gaz Oakley's cookbook. I forgot the name of it. It's like Now with More Plants or something like that. Uh, and he had some pretty good recipes in there that I want to try. I bought the cookbook. I haven't had any of the recipes that he has in it. Yeah, I've had the Impossible Whopper before. And I think it's pretty good. I want to kind of stay away from the more, it's hard to describe, processed stuff, like soy isolates and stuff like that. So I want to, like, if I want to make my own burgers or something like that, I'm gonna try for like black bean burgers. Try to keep it as far like towards the that kind of protein and stuff. We're almost to the end of this. I need to get this in the oven because my oven has been preheated for quite a while now. I always feel bad for running my oven for longer than I should. This one's so wet. So it's not going to stick very well. I didn't say hi to you, Manifent. How are you doing tonight? Did I say that right? Manifent? Like elephant, but Manifent? Even before I went vegan, because it's something that I kind of been wanting to do sort of for a while, like some sort of like either vegetarian or vegan. I didn't think I would ever be able to go vegan, but there's just so many like my main reasons for not going vegan was, well, for choosing not to go vegan was like food wise, was because I like cheese. But there's so many alternatives for vegan cheeses that were pretty spot on. I had Violet Life's Parmesan cheese the other night, and it was like I took a little nibble of it. I'm like, that's Parmesan cheese. That's good. Glad you're doing all right. I'm doing pretty well. I'm happy and healthy. So yeah, eggs was the thing that I thought would be really hard to give up. And it might be difficult for baking stuff, like baked goods, but I know there's alternatives for that too. Something that I didn't realize was going to be hard shopping for was bread. I went to Publix the other day to get bread for sandwiches that I was making, and had to look up what bread was vegan, and thankfully sourdough is vegan if it's made vegan, but thankfully that one was. And then ciabatta is another good one. I need to make my own breads. I didn't get on that trend back in 2020 when everyone was making their own sourdough starters. I wanted to, but I was just really busy with work. Okay, that's going to be the last one here. Oops. It's all falling apart. It's going to be a small one. Yeah, Follow Your Heart. My sister got me, or she got the Follow Your Heart for the cheese for our tacos for the family gathering, because she's well, she's not lactose intolerant, but her baby that she's breastfeeding is, so she can't have any dairy. So she's been kind of exploring different alternatives. So wait, I gotta spray this. Not a huge fan of these spray oils, but and then I want to just kind of edge that with some turmeric. Turmeric's very healthy. Alright, and now into the oven. Now we set the timer for 15 minutes. Alright, and then we actually get moved on to our Ancho Black Bean Bowls, which I had to get all the ingredients out. Let me catch up on chat real quick. These are replace eggs. Brioche. Oh yeah, that's another one. Oh, that's one that's not vegan. Okay. My cord's getting caught. I think I could do without eggs already. It's actually kind of nice that she's looking for like she knows more about dairy-free options now, because she was kind of more the harsh critic when I wanted to go vegetarian or whatever, flexitarian before. And so I think now, since she's kind of learning more about dairy alternatives, she's kind of realized a little bit more, and kind of I don't know what's the word for it. Been humbled by it, I should say. Sweet potato everywhere. Let me move my trash can closer. There we go. Alright, what ingredients do I need for this? Garlic. Jasmine rice. Red onion. Poblano. It's in the fridge. It's a pretty big poblano too. Look how big that thing is. That's bigger than my head. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's still pretty big though. Next is Roma tomato. and cilantro. Sorry, I get wilted. Lime. Kind of a small lime. Black beans. It's a weird thing of black beans. It's like a box. Used to cans. Southwest spice. Oh, that's over here. Let's see. Where's the Southwest spice? Well, there's the Ancho chili pepper. Oh, that's it there. And, oops. Tomato paste. I don't need anything else from the fridge. We're good on the fridge stuff. But actually, we do need butter. Plant butter. Tomato paste and veggie stock concentrates. So that's this. And tomato pasta. And then sour cream, but we're not using the sour cream. Bring trash can over here. Get our butter out. This brand is Country Crock Plant Butter. Haven't used it before, but my sister got it for me, so that was nice. Let me catch up on chat again because I'm terrible at reading chat. That's my transition. Yeah. See, how it started for me was back in, I think it was 2018. It might have been 20. No, it was 2018. I went to Baltimore with my dad on a business trip, and at that time, like I don't know if like I just like was on Netflix looking for documentaries because I love documentaries, and downloaded What the Health for the plane ride, and a few episodes of Rotten, and then like started watching other documentaries on Netflix and stuff, and that whole weekend while we were there in Baltimore, I was like, I'm gonna go vegan. I didn't really go vegan. I had chicken from one restaurant, I had sushi, and but like whenever we went to, like I had Subway most of the time. I would just try to get only vegetables, like the breakfast sandwiches. So I was still thinking about like, well, maybe I'll just go vegetarian or something like that. And couldn't really do that because I was still living with my family, and so I didn't want to make them go vegetarian or change their diets just because I wanted to change mine. So that kind of ended up being a thing I couldn't really do at the time, but at that time I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and try to cut out processed foods and watch what I'm eating at least. So I did that. So like whenever I go to like the stores, like grocery stores, and like you know how like you're a kid and you see like all the microwavable meals and stuff, and you just like, hey, I want that. Like I pass by that stuff and I'm like, I don't want that. It's like, that's not good food. So I try to avoid like processed foods all the time, even like bags of like cooked chicken and stuff like that. It's like I'd rather just buy my own chicken and cook it up. So kind of got to that point, and so that was kind of how I started losing a lot of weight. At least a lot of fat. I don't know how much weight I've lost, but I've lost a lot of fat, especially since last year. Which is weird because, like I said, I ate a whole lot of pizza back in early 2020, and then so now that I'm living on my own, don't have anyone else here that has to kind of change their diet for me to change mine. So I kind of decided basically just a month ago to just go vegan. Like when it was like it was a weird transition because I don't even know what caused the like spark again, but Oh, you know what caused the spark was watching Kay. So Kay, I'm sure some of you are from her channel, I don't know. But Kay at Forward, she was doing a cooking stream. And I was just, sometimes I'll just browse cooking streams on Twitch. And so she was doing a cooking stream, and she was doing, or no, it wasn't even cooking streams, it was a plant stream. One of her plant streams. Uh, so like, it was just like on my search bar, or like the recommended page, so I clicked on that, and she was talking about plants and stuff like that, and I joined her Discord, and a lot of people were talking about vegan food there, and that kind of sparked the interest again. So I was thinking about going vegetarian, maybe going flexitarian, just eat fish, or pescatarian, eat fish. Um, but then I just decided to go vegan all of a sudden. So happened like within like a week. So I still had like I wouldn't say like I quit cold turkey because I did have a lot of food left over that I wanted to use up before I went vegan, so I still had that kind of stuff going for me. But I think the only things I have left in my like kitchen that are not vegan, I have a thing of honey, which is sometimes debatable by some people whether it's vegan or not. I have a thing of yogurt that's probably bad, I need to get rid of. And then there's like one more box of mac and cheese left in the pantry. I made a box of that mac and cheese the other night, and then I forgot I didn't have any like creamer or anything, so I used my banana milk. It turned out alright, but like I didn't want to use too much of it because I didn't want it to be overly banana flavored. But it was interesting. It turned out alright, I guess. But alright, let's get to the cooking. So wash and dry all produce, blah blah blah. Peel and finally chop garlic. I think it's 3 cloves. Yeah, 3 cloves of garlic. Probably should be using my old garlic. There we go. This garlic is nice and fresh, so we're going to use it. Oops. 1. Read chat. It's hard reading chat there. See. Sure. Oh, you're from Baltimore. That's cool. Yeah, my main reasoning for going vegan is probably more for the health benefits. But like as I'm like getting more into veganism, like I've always like known like factory farming is just like disgusting. But it didn't bother me enough to stop eating meat, like most people. And so I still kind of view the reasons why I'm vegan still as more health benefits. But secondary would be environmental, and then third would be because of animal farming, factory farming. So. Yeah, I wonder if this will work. I don't know if this works or not. What is it? There's some sort of command to call out streamers. I don't remember how it is. Let me look that up real quick because I want to share her channel. I guess I could just share her channel. Yeah, like the Twitch. Oops. If I can spell right. Go to main Twitch page. Nope, don't need you. Where? Here, show more. Show more. Where? I guess I just look her up. I don't know why I'm searching through my follows. That'll take forever. She's got 2 Twitch channels. She's also a body artist, body paint artist. but she just got the one that she does like cooking streams and stuff like that on, plant streams. K it forward. So there's the link to her Twitch. Alright, I can close that. Give me a little bit more sunlight, or light, not sunlight, it's nighttime. Alright, yep. I'm all caught up now, so let's get to the recipes. 1, 2, and 3 cloves garlic. You can tell this is fresh because it's colorful. Oh, I don't have my knife out. That didn't do anything. Actually, no, it did. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. Okay. She's very wholesome. She's probably the most wholesome streamer I've ever seen on Twitch. Yeah. So, I'm trying to think of other things to talk about. Cooking. This spring, when I'm growing my own vegetable garden, I'll be trying to cook as much with that. So that's kind of helpful that now that I am going vegan, growing vegetables is a little bit more important to me now than it used to be. So I would still, I still love growing vegetables, but a lot of the times the vegetables would go to waste because I wasn't cooking as often back then. So like even last spring I wasn't cooking very much. I did make like sauces with my tomatoes, and then like I made zucchini fries one time. I didn't learn how to make zucchini fries until near the end of the season. Our timer's off. It means we're ready to flip our tater tots. And I have my tongs over here to make this easier. Oops. Maybe I should do that a little longer, actually. Let's wait. Well, see if I can flip these without them all breaking. I should have sprayed before I put these down. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I think I can do this. We'll do that. So this year I plan on growing a lot more vegetables for maximum food production. Even though produce isn't overly priced, it's still something that's easier for me to do, is to go ahead and grow my own vegetables to some extent. Yeah, I should have sprayed the bottom of this. I don't know why I didn't. And then, so tomatoes, we got Romas, a few other varieties, cherry tomatoes and all that. So we're going to try to make sauces out of that again this year. Have a higher production than we did last year. Because I only had, we sell 4 packs. I work at a retail garden center, if you didn't know that. So we usually sell 4 packs of vegetables in the spring. And somehow I was fortunate enough to get those before they were all sold out. So I only bought like a 4-pack of like Roma tomatoes, 4-pack of bell peppers. I did a 4-pack of red bell peppers, 4-pack of green bell peppers. and so those didn't grow because I planted zinnia seeds in between them all, and zinnia like shot up and overtook them, and so the peppers never grew. Sadly. And then what else? I planted okra seeds. I had never had luck growing seeds direct sown, so I didn't expect any of that stuff to actually grow. But the okra seeds did really well, high production. I didn't eat any of them. So that's why hopefully this year I don't let things go to waste. Now that I'm cooking more and I'm vegan now, it's going to be very important to make sure we're eating what we're actually growing instead of just letting it go to waste. I'm the kind of guy that doesn't like wasting stuff, so I don't know why I didn't eat that okra. A lot of the times I just didn't harvest it fast enough and it was already getting kind of hard and chunky. So that one kind of tore up. Just kind of tearing. No, don't tear open. This year I'm going to do more with flowers, like mixing in nasturtiums and marigolds to help cut back on pests, insects, and all that. Because a lot of those kind of flowers deter insects, which is very beneficial because that way I'm not dumping a bunch of pesticides on them. Alright, catch up with chat. Guess I can do it this way. Also herbs. Herbs are always easy to grow and fun to grow. I do have some herbs growing out in pots, but since it's really cold winter right now, a lot of them are kind of gone dormant. My parsley's doing alright, but my chives have died back and my cilantro's not really doing very well. I need to set the timer back to 15 minutes. Alright. Yep, okay. Now we're caught up. Back to the recipe. Again. Okay, peel and finally chop. Okay. You can see this, right? Yeah. Chop this up a little bit better once we get them all cut. So I didn't go all the way through on those. Doing it too fast. I made garlic mashed potatoes one time, and they're way too garlicky. Every time I took a bite, I got instant heartburn. And I didn't even use that much garlic. I think it was just because they were kind of going bad. So they were like green. The stems on the side were growing pretty bad. So I tried like everything impossible to like cut back on the garlic flavor. But nothing worked. I added like more cream, more milk. Added ranch, added barbecue sauce, added more seasonings. Nothing I added would help cut back on the flavor of garlic or the heartburn effect it had on my heart. So I had to end up dumping that. I was really sad about that. It's also the first time I made mashed potatoes. Hey C4, how are you doing? It depends on where you live. I want to grow garlic. I don't know if I can grow it, but I want to try. We don't sell... Well, actually, no, I think we do have seeds. Okay. Yeah, we have sweet potato tots in the oven. And I got... we're making Ancho Black Bean Bowls or whatever. Ancho Black Bean Bowls. Veganized. So we got our garlic chopped. Let's see. Melt 1 tablespoon of butter. So that's this much here. I think. Maybe we measure from this side. No, I think we measure from this side. We're gonna do that. Okay, that's 1 tablespoon. If my knife pulled out. Don't cook the plastic, paper, whatever is around it. So this is some plant-based butter. It's already melting. Let me see. Doing this in pots. You won't be able to see it, but we're doing it in our pot back here. So hide the pot. Okay, so we are melting that butter in that pot. Where's my measuring cup right here? So we're gonna need 1 cup, 1 1/4 cup of water for our rice. Okay, so melt 1 tablespoon butter in a small pot over medium-high heat. Let's get that medium-high. See, butter melting. You know what butter melting looks like. They kind of looked like, well, they sort of look like onion, but different. Because garlic is a bulb, so like, think of like an actual like bulb plant, like a flowering bulb, like a tulip or something like that, or I don't know if that's a good option. Or think of like a paperwhite. You probably don't know what that is. Any kind of bulb. Think of it a bulb. It's pretty much like a bulb. Okay. Butter, are you melted yet? Not quite yet. It's working on it. Let me put the rest of this butter back in the fridge. Actually, kind of want to drink some milk. I also have some chicken broth in my fridge. That's another thing that's not vegan that I have. Oh, and I do have a lot of sour cream and cheeses that this company sent me for all these meals. Okay, butter is in. Add half the garlic. Okay, so half is about that much, maybe. And cook until fragrant, about 30 seconds. Yep, that's fragrant. Stir in rice with 1/4 cups. 1 1/4 cup water. And I'm also open that up and went everywhere. Add rice. Every grain counts. Add water. this 1 cup. It's 1/4 cup. 1 1/4 cup water. Stir it in. So, where's my spoon? I have a spoon right here. Okay. And then stirring rice. Oh, and a pinch of salt. Okay. And bring to a boil, then cover. Okay. Okay, let that go. While rice cooks, have peel and thinly sliced onion. So that's our red onion here. Let me slide this garlic over to the side that we don't need right now. I'm actually going to clean my knife because it's kind of sticky from the garlic. Alright, and oh yeah, onion. How much longer on our, it looks like 6 minutes. Let's see about those tater tots. They're getting there. This onion peeled. Okay, cut in half. Peel it the rest of the way. Yeah, you can see that. I like moving that outer layer of the onion. Okay. Here, just peel off. Okay. We're actually going to use this half. Probably should have left the other peel. Actually, we'll leave this half. We'll cut the stem off here. I know that's usually what unleashes all the aromas and make you cry. Okay, are we bubbling? We're bubbling, but we're not quite boiling. That should be fine. So say reduce heat. Bring to a boil, then cover and reduce heat to low. Yep. Okay. Ooh. Okay. While rice cooks, half peel and thinly sliced onion. Finally chop a few slices until you have 2 tablespoons. Do we want those sliced or like chopped? Thinly sliced, finely chop. Do we... I'm trying to figure out if they want some finely sliced and then a few chopped. Here, let's just do this. This isn't how I would normally cut this, but they're not really clear on their wording there. Let me see here. Because we're gonna do sliced onion. Oh yeah, I see what they're saying. I just touched my eye. That was a big mistake. Whew. Good thing I didn't like rub my eyes. I poked my eye out, or not out, but I poked my eye earlier today with my mask. It was a bad idea. Or not a bad idea, annoying thing that happened. Did they expect me to use all this onion? Probably. Yeah, cut some of this core out. Did I do it? Cut this in half. Alright, that is those. That's pretty cool, yeah. That's another thing that I've been wanting to make. Gaz Oakley has something similar in his book, his cookbook. Slices these in half to kind of get them broken up. Oh, that's our timer. Alright, let's see how these look. Ooh, that's hot. Still a little mushy. Even the smaller ones. So I think I'm gonna put them in there on a broil, just to kind of crispen them up. It's mainly these thicker ones that are not crispy, but even some of the smaller ones too. Yeah. Put those back in there. And turn off, put broil. Let's do a low broil. Alright, they want, I don't know if they want me to use this full onion or not. I totally chopped this up wrong, because I was confused by what they were asking, and I realized what they were asking. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. order more. Oh, I didn't set a timer for this rice. 15 to 20 minutes. It's been probably about 10 minutes, so we're just gonna set for, or not 10 minutes, 5 minutes, so we're gonna set for 10 minutes. To 20 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes should be fine. We'll check on it in 10 minutes. Okay, now this I'm gonna slice the right way. They said, how much of that? About 2 tablespoons worth. It's probably about 2 tablespoons worth. That's for the pico part. Pico de gallo. I need bowls. Can't have all this on the cutting board at the same time. Alright, that's probably enough of that. Trash pile. I still have onion. Alright, after we do the onion, we do the poblano. Let me get another bowl, larger bowl for these onions. Sometimes when I do these cooking streams, I have all the ingredients like already prepped, chopped up and prepped and all that, but not this time. Sometimes I like to stream doing all that. Sometimes I don't. It kind of depends on how hungry I am, I guess. I made a little snack before I started my cooking stream when I was cleaning my kitchen, so I'm not super hungry. I made some avocado toast with my last avocado because it was rotten. So I cut out the good part and used it on some toast. And then topped it with some arugula and some red cabbage. And then a little bit of green onion, which is also going bad. And it turned out pretty good. I need to check on those sweet potatoes, make sure they're not getting too overdone. Chef's knife, man. I actually do have a chef's knife. I just like using this knife. I need to sharpen this one again. I haven't sharpened it in a while. Check on our sweet potatoes. Oops, didn't mean that. Let's do that. They're getting there. Now I'll just keep them on that broil for a little bit longer. Dude, I love onion. Red onion is, well, I was gonna say red onion is my favorite, but I think yellow onion is my favorite. Red onion is good for what I'm making right now, but yellow onion is good for pretty much everything else. Alright, so there's our onion. Let's see here. Next up is poblano. Here, for the poblano, we'll use our chef's knife. This one. I think that's the right knife. That's what I normally use when I do peppers. Okay. Trying to think of the best way to do this. I forgot to shake it beforehand. Oh well. Trash can. Pop these seeds out. Core. Pop these seeds out. Make sure the seeds don't end up in the garlic. Alright. Cut the ribs out. Good enough. Alright. Turn that oven off. How's our time? About 30 seconds on the rice. Let's slice this down one more time. So do I want large? It says half core and thinly sliced. Okay. There's our buzzer for our rice. It's gonna keep buzzing if I don't check on it. Oh yeah, that looks good. Go ahead and say cook rice till rice is tender. Let me get a fork. Just kind of, that's not a fork, that's a knife. That's a fork. It's pretty good. Probably should have got that garlic a little bit more chopped up. It's pretty big chunks here. Yeah. Take that off the heat. Put that in our warm zone. It's pretty good. Alright, let's get those chopped up. Double time. Come on. A little bit bigger than that. What to do? Chopped all the way through that. That's a big piece that didn't get chopped up right. Good enough. Maybe. That one didn't get chopped up. Okay. Next up, diced tomato, roughly chopped cilantro. Okay. Get another bowl for this. Probably could put this in with the other onion, but I don't know when steps are. Alright. There's the onion, or not onion, the pepper, and tomato. See, we want to diced tomato. Diced tomato. The little I think for this one, we'll go back to this. Ooh, that's a nice meaty one. That's good. Shut out all the juice. Alright. These pieces back in. Probably should cut this the same way I cut onions. Squeezing all the juice out. I don't work with onion or tomatoes very often, so I'm not the best at dicing them. I'm not a huge fan of tomatoes. Here, let's do this. Should be doing this from the other direction. I'm trying to get more into tomatoes because they're easy to grow and they're fun to grow. I just don't really care for the taste that much, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and pull our sweet potatoes out, because they are done. Sweet potato tots, more or less. Alright. What's the next step here? We got our tomato. We need to roughly chop our... Let me get another small bowl for this. Roughly chop our cilantro. How did we go from ambient to this music? It's not really ambient in my opinion. That's better. It's a little too upbeat. Here, what am I using this knife? Alright, and there's our tomato. And time to roughly chop this up. Let me go ahead and clean my chopping board. Get that garlic moved somewhere else first. Oh, my nose. This up. Messes everywhere. That sweet potato smells good though. That's good enough. Let's try these sweet potato tots. See how they taste. Still not crunchy, but they taste good. That one was crunchy. Yummy. Alright, cilantro. Alright, there's our cilantro. Okay. Quarter the lime. By quarter they mean chop in half. If I can. What up? Must be a seed. And then chop in half again. Oops, a little off. Alright, there's our lime. Alright. Drain and rinse our beans. Okay. It's just such a weird thing. Never had beans in a carton before. Let's see. This is weird. Cut along the lines. Where do I put my scissors? I'm always losing my scissors. Seriously, where did I put those? Oh, right here. Yeah, I should have had more of this stuff prepared beforehand. Drain and rinse. Cold water. Alright, leave that in the sink for now. Alright. Heat a drizzle of oil in a large pan over medium-high heat. Don't touch that. That's hot. Let me see here. I'm going to move these down over here. Turtle. Okay, we're going to use this pan here. Medium high. Heat a drizzle of oil in a large pan over medium high heat. Oh, wait, no, we don't want to use that pan. We're going to use this pan. Now we're getting to the cooking part. All our stuff is prepped. Now that it's 10:34. Just a touch. Alright. Ow, that hurt. Heat a drizzle of olive oil in a large pan over medium-high heat. And then we add our sliced onion. So that's this. And poblano. That's this. Cook, stirring occasionally until veggies are browned and softened. We need our spoon. Wooden spoon. I don't know the story of Arceus' lasagna. Did he like take forever to prep everything or something? Tell me the story. I've seen his cooking, some of his cooking streams before, but only like once. And of course I saw him cook on the charity live stream. Excuse me. I know Good likes to just criticize people, so it's not bad, sort of. I don't know. If it was like 6 hours of actively making it, then I can understand. But if it's like 2 hours spent on prep work and stuff, and then 1 hour or 30 minutes making like that, putting everything together, and then like 3 hours cooking, I can understand that. Because good sauce, you're supposed to cook for like a long, long time. Okay, that's understandable. Why are people criticizing him if he made his noodles from scratch? You heated? Yeah, you're heated. Go ahead and flip that. I don't know if I was supposed to flip that sooner. There's our rice, by the way, so you can see the rice. It's actually turned out pretty well. Oops, just threw rice everywhere. Okay, so we heat oil, large pan over medium-high heat. Yep. Add sliced onion. And our poblano. I want to get a new pan, because that's not the best pan. Okay, stirring occasionally. That's what this is for. And at this point we want to add some salt. It doesn't say to add salt, but you always add salt. And just do a little bit of pepper, which I'm getting very low on. I think my longest cooking stream is probably the one I did for, well, I only had like 2 hours to cook that, so probably Christmas Day. But I streamed all day Christmas Day. And I did breakfast and dinner. I want to get a wok. That's what I really want, is a wok. Okay, stirring occasionally until veggies are browned and softened, about 5 to 7 minutes. Then we stir in the remaining garlic and southwest spice blend. That's this stuff. Warm and smoky. This has garlic, chili powder, cumin. That's it. It's a lot of garlic. I like ground cumin too. That's good stuff. Ground cumin and like turmeric. I put on like everything. Oops, I did lose some there. Got a little overzealous with my shaking. No harm, no foul. That rice is beautifully cooked. Probably should take the lid. Should have taken the lid off a little bit sooner, but turned out pretty good. I see Pez lurking. He's not watching me because he's in a call with other people watching other stuff. I don't know what they're watching. That's funny. Alright. Yeah, did it again. Maybe I should stop doing that. Okay. Then add the rest of the garlic, is what it said, right? Until veggies are brown and softened, about 5 to 7 minutes, stir in remaining garlic. Okay, and our Southwest Spice Blend. Scissors. Where did I put those scissors? Where did I put the scissors again? Oh, they're over here. Yeah. Alright, and stir that in. That's looking good. Forgot to turn my oven light off. Alright, and then... Okay. Oh, and some chili powder. Did they send chili powder? Yeah, the Ancho chili powder. Is that what they're talking about? I guess that's what they're talking about. 1 teaspoon. They say do 1/4 of a teaspoon. It says the measure. Where is my measuring? It's things. Cups. We need 1/4, so 1/4 teaspoon. Why would they send so much extra? Sure, this is what I need. Ancho chili powder, yep. It's a good thing I have containers for spices. If I can get this pulled open enough. There we go. Just gotta scoop it out. Okay, and then cook until fragrant, 30 seconds, season with salt and pepper. Oops, this getting kind of fried. I need to lower the temperature. Salt. More pepper. Next step is stir tomato paste, stock, concentrate, beans, and another 1/4 cup of water. But yeah, tomato paste. This is made from 100% Italian tomatoes. It's premium quality. At least that's what the packaging says. But can one really know? Does one ever really know where their food comes from? Alright, stock concentrate. So that's what this vegetable is. Vegetable stock concentrate. That's interesting. And then our beans. And then 1/4 cup of water, or 1/4 a cup of water. More. A little bit less. That's good. Stir all that in. Oops, spilling. Might need to do a little bit more water, actually. Do a tiny bit more water. Okay. With the veggie into the pan with veggie mixture, cook stirring until beans are coated with thick sauce. Okay. We're getting there. This looks good, man. Oops, I'm spilling again. You seeing this? This looks amazing. Back over here. The camera's actually kind of... Oops. Smooth that out. You can kind of see that better now. Look at that. You might be able to see it better there. That looks good. make sure this tomato paste is getting broken down, stirred in. Alright, go ahead and lower the heat a little bit. In a small bowl, combine tomato, chopped onion. Let's do it in this one. Tomato, chopped onion. Half of cilantro. So that's like that much, maybe. Half cilantro. Squeeze of lime juice. These are pretty dry limes. Like seriously, these limes are so dry. There we go, that one has juice in it. Seasoning with salt and pepper. Pepper here. Stir that together. Just use this fork. Probably should have done a little bit more chopped onion. It's gonna be very tomatoey. Alright. I'm not doing the sour cream, so we're not gonna do that. Flip rice with a fork, did that. Stir in remaining cilantro. Okay. Add the remaining cilantro to the rice. Chop off this stem. Okay. That to the rice. Let's go ahead and turn that off. So we are pretty much done. So you add with some seasoning, salt and pepper, divide between bowls. Oh yeah, salt and rice. Salt and pepper. Divide between bowls. Okay. Stir that. Alright. I'm going to use a different bowl, not this bowl. I want to use our special bowl. Top with bean mixture, lime crema, which we don't have because I'm not doing sour cream. And then pico. Which is mostly tomato. I should have thought about that. Done more onion. And there we go. Allie, thank you. You're so sweet. I really appreciate that. Look at all those people who got subs. Some people who actually haven't watched me in a long time. You're so sweet, Allie. Thank you so much. Let's see. Minifant, you get a sub. Pez, you get a sub. Living Process got a sub. Maggot Cheese got a sub. Grim Reaper got a sub. Starlight Mouse, don't know who that is, but you got a sub. Taco Queen 25 got a sub. IB Driven, hey, I haven't seen him in forever. Eat So Me got a sub, and Luke 7982. Man, that's great. Thank you, Allie. You're awesome. Let me squeeze a little bit of slime over everything. And oh, I'll appreciate that too, C4. Thank you. Nice Prime sub. Sweet. Thank you so much. I'm actually shocked you didn't get one. That's kind of funny that how it chooses people. Looks like some of those people haven't watched me in a long time. Oh boy. Almost enough points to make me sane. Let me get my turtle. Oh, Allie, did you see my sweet potato tots? I'm gonna show you that real quick before you leave. Those are my sweet potato tots. Yeah, this might be a better camera. They're not very crispy, but they're pretty good. I think I just need to not boil them too long, as long as I did. And I think I need to dry them out before I mold them. Yeah, I probably should do them in my toaster oven, air fryer thing. That's how I do like my sweet potato fries. Let me get my turtle. Do some pictures here. Pictures for the Discords. By the way, I have a Discord. Let me type that in real quick. So if you want to join my Discord, feel free. I mostly just post pictures of what I cook. Even when I don't stream, I post pictures of what I cook. Usually. And pictures of plants and stuff around work, from home. And I will update when I stream and stuff there. Also do a few polls. I do have a poll currently going. In fact, while you guys are here, let me share that poll. So yeah, I got a poll going right now. Get this brought over here. I forgot about that spoon. That was for the rice. Light on. Try to move this stuff out of the way. Am I gonna knock anything over? Can't tell. Probably will knock something over. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna take this camera for some pictures. Upside down. Hi. Oops. It's already on. I'm gonna stop this one. Look at my... To plant a garden is to believe in a better tomorrow. Well, to believe in tomorrow. Alright, I'm gonna stop that one for a second. And we are gonna take pictures of our amazing food that we just made with the turtle. Actually, no, put that back up here. So we can have two cameras looking at me. Hey. Yeah, you can see me perfectly fine like that. Trying to think if there's anything else. Nope. Yeah, no, there's no more else. So we got our food done. Took a long while. It's 11 o'clock now. I'm gonna go eat that a little bit and probably won't clean the kitchen fully, but I gotta get this food put away. I really do appreciate all the subs and follows and all that. Thank you all for joining and just watching me cook. I know I'm not the best or most entertaining streamer on Twitch, but really appreciate those of you that stuck around and listened to me ramble about being vegan and vegetable gardens and all that, cooking. Really appreciated it. I try to do this at least once or twice a week, cooking streams anyway. Plant streams are a little bit more rare. Hopefully once we get into springtime they'll be a little bit more common. And then I do stream, sometimes I'll play video games with friends, but that's kind of rare as well. Tomorrow night's Friday night, so I do play D&D and I do stream that, except for last time, which was when I actually had fun last time. Tomorrow night, D&D, that'll be most of the night, and then Saturday, I don't usually play with the turtles on Saturday. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Usually I don't. So maybe I'll do another cooking stream either Sunday afternoon or Tuesday, because Tuesday is my normal day off and we're closed on Sunday. So Sunday night I do play Subtech. That's modded Minecraft with the turtles. So there's like the only two nights I do stuff with turtles: Friday night and Saturday, or Friday night, Sunday night, and sometimes, rarely, Saturday night. Until we get other game nights going that I'm interested in. But anyway, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you all next time. Bye!